Good morning and welcome to the craft room. It's a beautiful day outside and I hope it's lovely where you are. And so I think we'll get into this fairly quickly and get out and enjoy the day. I want to show you though that celebration is a great time for Stampin' Up, and when you get these free products, they are fabulous. It's not like they're just handing out anything willy-nilly. These are great products, and today we're going to concentrate on their products and on the celebration products, the free products you can get for every $100 you spend. And we'll show you a card. I'll show you a card we can make, a birthday card, just with the celebration products. So let's get down to the desk. I'm going to give you a quick view of the ceiling, as we usually do. And there we go. We're at the desk. That wasn't too bad. I'm getting better at it. There's my containers and things. Now, I'll make sure we are going live in the right spot. There we go. Looks like we're all okay. So, this is celebration. Let's have a quick look. There's lots in here, isn't there? We've had a look before. We've got that one, What a Wonderful Day. Great for scrapbooking, but I've also seen some good cards made with that too. There's this kit, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I actually put a couple of cards together. I'll just grab one. I mean, this is the card you make out of that kit. There's 3 different ones. So that's brilliant. And I've actually used the embossing folder that we're going to use today with this kit. We've got some fruit here, and we might have a little play with that next week. The seagulls. We've got an embossing folder, which we're going to use today. That's this one. We bring things in as we find them, eh? So we're going to use that embossing folder today. There's another stamp set here. We've used the paper before, the toadstool paper and the ribbon. And another stamp set, pick a season. We've got Dance With Me. Now that one I'm really excited about because my mum and my stepdad used to do lots and lots of dancing, and that would have been perfect for them. Unfortunately, mum's passed now. We've got these sequences here. We're going to use these today. And just a little hint when you're doing your sequences, the name is on the back, but I have them in my little tray all set up so that I can just flick through and see what they are. So I write the name on the front, but I also write their colours so that I can go, oh yeah, I need a bubble bath one, and flick through and find something that's the right colour. This paper, Bloom's Impressions. Oh my God, it's great. It is great. Look, I'm going to just quickly pull it out. We'll have a quick look. This is the paper we're going to use today. And look, at the back is just beautiful sky. Flowers on the back. Oh, you can see I've used a bit of that for butterflies. That's that one. This, I was going to use this, but then I saw someone else use it and I thought, oh, I'll use a different one. Just to show you, we've got these lovely yellow flowers. Oh, we did see that. We're going to use this piece today. Nice and bright. We could have used that one, but I like the bit of green in here. We're going to bring that forward. And we have that piece. And we saw that front piece. So beautiful colours, beautiful patterns. So we are using that paper today, so let's bring that piece of paper over. Now there's this lovely stamp set and dies here. That's a $200 spend. They have two $200 spends, so we will use that another week too. And this one's a $200 spend, Corner Blooms, and that's the one we're using today. And here it is here. And these are they're huge stamps. I'll show you when I get a card front out, when I cut a card front, how big this is. This is a great size stamp. So let's get started. Well, you can sort of see here. Look at them. They're beautiful sizes. We're going to get started. Now, I haven't pulled out all my papers. Oh, I might have some here. Look, it's been a bit of a rush this morning. We all slept in. Isn't it lovely to have school holidays? It's the best bit about school holidays. So I'm just going to quickly, I think this is already card size. It is. So we'll grab our bone folder and we will fold that ready to go. So this is well, actually, I think this is Shy Shamrock. I think we should use, is it Shy Shamrock or is it, where is it? Summer. I think it might be Summer. Oh, I think that might look better. Summer. What do they call that? Summer Splash. I'm going to use Summer Splash for this card. So we're cutting it at 14.8 and we're going to fold it in half, like so. Now I'm going to cut 2 pieces. I want to cut it this way because I'm having a card that faces this way, and this looks like grass between the flowers to me. So I want 2 pieces at 10 centimetres, which is half a centimetre smaller, and 14.3, which is there. So we're half a centimetre smaller. And then I'm going to take, oh, come on, fingers. My fingers keep breaking, fingernails. No, I'm going to use this one next. I want this at 2 centimetres smaller than the card front. So at it's 12.8, and 2 centimetres smaller would be 12.8. No, is that 2 centimetres? Yeah, that's 2 centimetres. So this is 12.8, so it's 8.5. Maybe I've done that a bit small. Oh, no, that looks all right. That'll be fine. 8.5. And then we just keep cutting, don't we? We need the paper. So if that was 13.8, I want 3 centimetres off, 3 millimetres off. So this one's going to be 12.5 and 8.2. 2 millimetres. So let's do this one too. 8.2. Okay, that's all the cutting done. So I'll show you why we have so many pieces. We're going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm putting this in the background, like so, and then I'm going to build it up, like so, like that. And I'm going to do the same on the inside. But on the outside, so let's pop those pieces all over there. I am going to emboss this piece with this lovely, where did we pop it over here, embossing folder. So let's pull that over the cut and emboss machine. Pop that out of the road and pop this through. Now, it's a very busy piece of paper, so it only is giving texture really, but it does give it a nice finish on the front of the card. So we'll just pop that in and through, and you can't see the magic because it all happens under the grey plate. There we go. So we'll pop this out of the road. And it's a bit hard to see, but it gives a lovely texture, that starburst finish. And it sort of gives it a bit more 3D definition to the flowers. So that's all we're going to do with that one. So the first thing we might do is some stamping. And I'm going to use those two pieces, and I'll bring in my stamp mat. Now I said I'd show you these flowers. I'm not using this one today because it doesn't fit on this little piece of cardstock. And I'll show you. It is so big, it doesn't fit. And I love it. So I have to do another card one day. It fills the card. Now that'd also be fabulous. You know, you get your photo and you could fussy cut the edge around a photo for scrapbooking. So you can see there, it would fussy cut. You could fussy cut and have a little bit over the photo, either on two corners or just one. It'll look fabulous. We might have to have a little play with some scrapbooking another day. Oh, no, we're stamping first, aren't we? So we need to get our stamp. Now, I've taken this one. It is the second biggest. And normally I stamp in black, but I'm going to stamp in, we're using Blackberry Burst because I want to pick up some of the colours in this. Now, this is almost the size where you could turn it around the other way and ink up from the other side. Oh, and I need to do that better. In fact, I will ink up from the other side so I can get a nice even ink. So we're going to put that right towards the edge there. That's better. I'm going to do it again. And put it here. And then I'm going to do it on this one as well. Now this stamp set doesn't have any words, so we have a beautiful stamp set. Oh, put a finger mark on it, Ellie. We'll turn it over. And we're going to stamp there. We'll pop that out of the road so we don't get ink everywhere. We have another stamp set this is in the mini catalogue with some lovely big words. Thank you, happy birthday, best wishes, thinking of you. And it is a good size stamp. So I'm going to use that on my front. And I'm using the happy birthday. And that just fits in lovely there. Now, we need to put some colour into our flowers. And I've got Summer Splash, Melon Mambo, and Flirty Flamingo. Now, usually when I'm colouring, I colour with the blends because you don't get marks, lines in your colouring with the alcohol blends. But I wanted to show you these because if you join up with Stampin' Up during celebration, you can get 2 sets of these as extra for your joining up. So there's a great offer on in the back here. In the back of your brochure it says, open it up. You get all you normally do if you were joining up, plus you can get this stamp set plus 2 packets of these markers. And that is an additional $162 worth of product. That's fantastic. That's just something to keep in mind if you've been thinking of joining up, because these markers are great. You can use them to write with. They've got a beautiful end for writing. The new markers have come out with this wonderful new tip. And they've got a lovely paintbrush end for, I'll just dab myself, for colouring. And we've also got, these markers also are good for using, I'm going to start colouring because we'll be here all day otherwise, good for using to colour in your stamps or colour on your stamps, and then you can stamp with them. And that will give you some lovely colours. You can put different colours on the stamp at once, which is a great little effect. I have done that in the past in some of my lives. So the markers have a place in the Stampin' Up family because they are watercolour and they offer different options. Now, I'm only using tiny little pictures here, tiny little flowers, and it's easy to colour these in with the markers and not have lines. So it's just a matter of dabbing. But yeah, and the blends, of course, are good for colouring. So, because they're alcohol blends. So it's both alcohol and non-alcohol pens available to us, which is fantastic for all the little things we do. So we'll just keep going with this. It doesn't take too long to colour them. And this is just going to add some brightness to our card. Do you like colouring? I do enjoy colouring. I hope some people don't like it. I enjoy it. I find it rather relaxing. I loved colouring as a child too. So it was one of my pastimes I liked as a kid, and I'd like it as an adult. I do some of those books. So to cut, and I love these. I do love the Stampin' Up products. So, and it's not just that I'm biased. I am biased, but I do like their colours, how they all go together so well, and the quality of their products. So we're doing the inside of the card too, because we want it to be as bright and happy as the outside. Get that little bud there. So I'm going to use 2 colours for the flowers. When the flowers are unopened, I'm using a darker colour for their outside. And when they're open, I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, which is a lighter pink. And the leaves, of course, will be in Summer Splash. It's a great colour, that Summer Splash. This is the last of the Melon Mambo. So let's get the Summer Splash happening. So these ones, and because these have been stamped in the Blackberry Bliss, it gives a dark centre to the flower that works really, really well. lucky last on this page. Doesn't take too long. And it certainly does bring some brightness to the card. Nice, bright, happy card. But that's what you want to give on someone's birthday, isn't it? You want to brighten their day up. And a couple over here. So yes, if you do join, if you have been thinking of joining up, this is a great time to do it during celebration, because you get these wonderful extra freebies of, as I said, $162 worth of product. That's fabulous. Who'd say no to an extra $162 of free product? So that's an excellent option. So that's done the flowers. We'll quickly put some of the summer splash onto the leaves. I find if I have it this way, I can colour them easy. Turning the paper while you colour does help make it easy to colour. So this is a card. It is a quick and simple card. Bit of green on the ends of those buds. These corner flower stamp set is it's one of my favourites, and it does have not a matching but another set. We do have another set on the online store, which is corner words, and so that goes really well with this too. And I did look at that and wonder what I could do, but I did just want to highlight these online products to show you how good they are and how lovely you can make something. And it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of time. We won't be here all day, and we'll have a lovely card to show. And of course it is time to start getting ready for the year and get all my birthday cards sorted out. So this will be one I'll be able to add into that collection of cards to send off to someone. So we'll just finish this page and then we can start putting the card together. Ooh. Nearly there. A couple of leaves to go. And we're done. That's the colouring done. So let's get rid of our stamp mat. We've finished stamping, we've finished colouring, we've embossed. We're just going to start putting things together. So let's get the glue and take these little pieces and glue them onto their pink background. So that's Melon Mambo. And my glue's not going to cooperate. There we go. A little shake if the glue doesn't cooperate will help bring it along. Right. And we'll pop this one on here. And while that's drying, those two are drying, I'm going to put the one that I didn't emboss, the flat one, inside the card. That's pretty too. I like that. Give it a good shake. And then we'll put this one on the outside of the card. So you can see the embossing a little bit more on that side because the pattern isn't as busy, but it certainly adds to the effect of the card. Can't waste any glue. I've got to use it all. And we'll just get that there. Now this one we're just going to glue on the inside. And give it another shake. Like so. But the front one I'm going to put on with dimensionals so that it gives another more of a depth to the card. And you know me, I've got to put a heap of dimensionals on the back. I could easily put heaps and heaps, but I'll just put this many. And we'll just get these off. And we'll pop this on here, like so. And then we'll add some bling. Now I'm going to use, which bling will I use? I think I might use this one today. So we'll use a couple of small ones up here. And I think I'll put a bigger one here. And I'm going to put one at the, I was going to put 5. Now where will I put this one? I'm not sure. I might put a smaller one here. Actually, in fact, I'm going to change that to a big one. I'm going to put this one up over here and put a big one here. How's that? I think that's bringing the colour in and bringing some bling in. So that's my card. Very quick, very simple, but very effective and nice and bright and happy. So hopefully you like that today, and it's given you some ideas of what you can do with some of your celebration products. As I said, we were only using these papers, this stamp set, the embossing folder, and I did use a stamp out of this set because I wanted a happy birthday. And one ink and some pens. So that's all we used to make the card. And other than the ink, other than these 3, these were freebies. So there you go, easily done. Let's get back to me. There we go. Nice to be back. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that and it's inspired you to have a look at some of the celebration items and realise that you can do lots of exciting things with them, and they are great products, that they're not giving away El Cheapo stuff for free to try and con you into it. No, these are really good, worthwhile products, and give them a go. Make some cards and even do some scrapbooking. I will be back next week with lots more to show you, and stay tuned to my page. Keep following my page. I will show you some of the other things you can do with Celebration during the week. Take care, have a good week, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.